Greetings, friend. How are you doing today? I have a few questions for you. First question. Do you consider yourself a kind person? Second question. Do you sometimes think it's difficult to be kind? Or do you find it being difficult to be kind in certain situation? Third question. What is being kind to you? What is being kind mean to you? Yesterday morning, I invited a lot of you, my Facebook friends, to explore how you can be kinder, how you can be more kind this week to others as well as to yourself. And actually almost 100 people responded, to my very delight, to the questions of how you can be kinder or how you can be more kind this week. Thank you for joining me, friend. To others as well as to yourself, a few people responded, and it was wonderful to me to see the huge range of answer in this one question. Some people responded being kind means being loving, and some people responded being kind means being caring and doing what it is for others. And some people say being kind means drinking more water. And being kind to him or herself means drinking more water. Some people says being kind means setting boundaries. And so what is being kind to you? What is being kind to you? Which one is kinder? Sometimes we say, it's difficult to be kind, but what really is being kind? What is for you being kind? Is it something that, doing something for others? Is it just sharing a lot of love and compassion? Or perhaps it is something actually setting boundaries. I remember a few years back, my sweetheart at the time says something in the vicinity of, well, I know your mentor is really good, but she's not always very kind. And this is talking about my mentor, Mary Morrissey. And I say, oh, what makes you say that? Because to me, my mentor's very kind. And he perceived, my sweetheart at the time, because he cares about me very much, he perceived that my mentor is very pushy. That she's always, her and the master coach are very pushy and just so hard and always pushing me and always pushing me. And so naturally I always have everything scheduled. Some of you who has make appointment with me, it's like I schedule my time by 15 minutes, and so I always have I'm always endeavor to be very productive and all these things, as well as to multiple other things. And it's like, that's not always very nice. That's not nice. That's not always being very kind. And so that's in her perceptions, not being very kind. But what if that's something actually somebody needed? What if it's something that for us to be able to continue on to be where we would want to be? That's what we would love. That's what we need. I remember where I was told that when I was very young, my grandmother and my aunt think my mother was not very kind to me. They kept telling my mother that she was actually very mean and she's very cruel, like a stepmother. To me, this is my birth mother, and all those is because my mother insisted insisted that from the fairly young age that I got to learn how to take care of myself. And then as I grew up a little bit older, she insisted that I got to be able to take care of my own room, to clean my room. Instead of a lot of people with my background at the time, they have people taking care of the kids, and the kids, could be could be older and still don't know how to bathe themselves, shower themselves. And definitely, even when as I grew up, I look around, a lot of my friends, and this is not saying this is right or wrong, but a lot of my friends don't know how to do certain things. Well, my mother insisted that I got to be able to do this, I got to be able to do that, I got to be able to take care of myself, I got to be able to take care of my room, and so on and so forth. And for some people, that's who says, well, there is no need for that. There is absolutely no need for that. We have people to take care of your kids and this and that. Those are considered very mean. Well, in my mother's mind, she wants a child who is independent and being able to live anywhere at any time point. What if something happened to her? And so she did that. And thankfully, I'm very grateful. I think my mother was being very kind to me for insisting that I learn all those things from the very early age. Well, the result is not only I'm fully able to take care of myself, but I also have very good discipline. And we know that we need discipline to be able to be successful. And so I'm very grateful for my mother, who for some people was being really mean, to be so kind and loving to me, that she set boundaries and made me at the time do things that sometimes I didn't want to do it back then. So what is being kind to you? Being kind could be allowing somebody doing something, but sometimes being kind could also be saying that I understand that this is disappointing to you, but also, which is one thing that my former husband said to me, actually, in a very kind manner. But at that time, I failed an exam. I failed one of the board exams. And my former husband, after he let me mop and soap for a little time, not a long time, no, a little time, for like a day or two, or so, and I'm like, I was all in this self-pity. I probably would never do this again. I hate these people, and he came to me and he says, this is sucks. This is really, really sucks. But you can fail, but not be defeated. And you can take the exam again next year, and you start preparing tomorrow. I suppose I always have people in my life who kindly push me in the correct directions, isn't it? Now I just come to my realization, and I'm very grateful for that. But it's and actually that's the exact same thing that my mentor did. It's like, yes, we understand you're disappointed. Yes, we understand you're upset. We understand you're sad. But let's not sit in here. Let's not dwell in there. We express our feeling. We appreciate our feeling, and then we say, okay, let's not dwell in this, and let's allow ourselves to gather the dust and get back together. And at the same time, being kind is also mean to be able to allow somebody, whether it's ourselves or someone else's, to do what we need to do. To cry at the beginning, but also to move back on, to drink more water. So what is being kind to you? What is being kind to you? And now that you know that being kind could be actually all different kind of thing, I guess to me, being kind is, to me personally, being kind is to allow the person, whether it's yourself or others, what is best for them. To me, personally, being kind is to allow the persons what is best for them. And if it is best is to cry for the moment, for a day or two or three, then yes, may that be. And if being kind is to say, let's not dwell in this. And now it's time to move on. And then that's perhaps being kind for that moment. So, what is being kind to you, and how can you be kinder to yourself as well as to those who you care? And perhaps it's being a shoulder to cry on for them at the moment, or perhaps, like one of the answers, setting a more solid boundary. And this is Birgit with From Grieving to Joyful Living. I invite you, if you like to just explore on how you can be kinder to other people as well as to ourselves, because we know that even if it seems one way or the other at the time, if our intention is always for the best interest for the person involved, at the end of the day, there is something that will benefit everybody, particularly the persons involved. And as we know that, as we discussed yesterday, being kind at the end of the day, it actually has a lot of different benefits, including biologic benefit. And please share in the comment below if you have any feedback. Feel welcome to share this video if you'd like to. And I thank you very, very much for watching. I love you very, very much. And I look forward to see you again very, very soon.